Hi Taurus, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. So Taurus, it seems a pretty big week. It happened already with Aries and it happened again with you. You have three major arcanas for the whole week. So there's a lot of strong energy surrounding you that you should be aware of in order to cope with it and to cope with the lessons and the blessings. They are trying to um, they're trying to show you maybe through an unconscious state so you can become conscious and aware of it. So Taurus, um, there's this new beginning, this new cycle of life, uh, this new transformation happening in some area of your life, and it's taking place in a strong way that you may be too you may be unaware of it because your mind, your clarity is not at its greatest point at the moment, and that's maybe why you're not able to see the transformation, the regeneration, the new cycle beginning in front of you with a lot of promise, because you're too much in the illusion, you're too much in the escapism, you're too much in the lack of transparency with your own self, and even in the fears that are attached with that transformation and that change that it's coming and bringing forward a lot of adaptation of your part to do so. And as a Taurus, you don't like change that much. That's why your opposite sign is Scorpio. So a lot of times is through relationships that you become aware of your own stagnation points in your life, and they force you to this deep confrontation with your darker aspects and the need to transform and change things in your life. I usually say Taurus builds what Scorpio destroys. So it's a difficult opposition. It's a difficult polarity to bring together because it's one of the most opposite, in my opinion, opposite energies. Again, Taurus builds, constructs, have the foundation and the things growing in their lives. And Scorpio destroys. Scorpio takes down every single effort that the Taurus had on whatever they've done in their life. So also I'm sensing that this has a lot of connection with the full moon that happened Sunday. There could be some connection because you have as a main opportunity the death card, and the death card is naturally associated with Scorpio, your opposite sign. And as a challenge, you have the moon and full moon in Scorpio. That's what I'm getting, that's what I'm sensing. But either way, either something happened or not happened in that full moon Sunday that brought you some kind of realization, some kind of culmination in the emotional partnerships, emotional relationships, in your own relationship with yourself. There's a chance that that energy may be showing itself through this week for you to become aware in some sense. Maybe you're afraid of intimate relationships. Maybe you're afraid of intimate partnerships, and that's why you're needing to transform in some sense. You're needing to allow the feelings and people to come into your space without you having this fear associated with it, or this confusion, or this lack of clarity about it. So as a main opportunity, death certainly is about, you have an opportunity to begin a whole new cycle in your life. And the horse of death comes with the promise of new life in its deadly kiss. So don't be afraid of whatever change takes place in the next days to the next month. Could also go that far. Don't be afraid of whatever it seems like it's dying, because it's dying so we can have a space through a new life. And the death card brings changes that most of the times we wouldn't be able to do on our own, because we are too resistant. As a Taurus, you are resistance, and that has its positive traits and its positive qualities. It means that you endure a lot, and you are solid, and you are reliable, and you are trustworthy. But it also have the downside, which makes you really stubborn and stagnant and unaware of the changes you need to implement in your life. And the death is bringing you change and is bringing you a promise of a new cycle and um, state, a new state of dealing with your own self, dealing with your emotions, dealing with the things in a much more positive way towards yourself. And then if it's in a much more positive towards yourself, it will be certainly for the people you connect with or the circumstances you are surrounded with. So the main opportunity is to let this change happen, this transformation happen. You are in your birthday month, so you are in a time of new beginnings. As painful as it may seem, they are only painful because we are too attached. We are too identified with the past memories of the situation, and we are losing perspective of the present and the possibilities for the future. The challenge is the moon. So the challenge is your emotional self. The challenge is your emotions in the situation. The challenge is uh, your darkest traits. You may see them and look at them with some kind of rejection, but they are bringing you a lot of valuable information at this point that you should look at with uh, with with illumination. They are bringing you illumination. They are bringing you awareness. They are bringing you um, a lot of great opportunities to begin something completely different in your life with much more maturity in the emotional self. So don't be afraid. Don't let yourself be eluded with your own fears or with your obscure traits. And also don't look at them in a negative way, because our darkest traits, our inner demons, they are only perceived as dark or demons because we refuse to bring light into them. So that's why they need to many times come to the surface and show us in their harshest way what we have been doing to them until this moment, which is rejecting them, which is not acknowledging that they have an important role in your life. So this week, whatever emotional turmoil you may be going towards, look at them not with fear, but with an attempt to bring awareness and learn and shed light into it, so it suits the pain, so it suits the confusion, and so it suits the fear into much more a promise of awareness, of learning and change that it's needed at this time. So don't be afraid and don't let yourself be too much confused about things, because there's information that probably you don't know yet. You don't have all the information you need right now to have that clarity. But the more you try to look at this moon as an opportunity to delve into your intuition and into your unconscious self, the more that information that's not clear as it should will come and will bring you much more much more calmness. The advice is the Empress. The advice is yourself. The advice is to go through this process with a lot of love, with a lot of sense that something is borning, something it's reborning inside of yourself. It's bringing this birth, this new life to you, and it's promising you abundance, and it's promising you pleasure. It's promising you a lot of love and creative energy and financial bliss. So the Empress is the feminine a spirit embodied in flesh. It's the flesh, it's the pleasure, the sensual pleasures, which is really a lot to do with you, Taurus. So, in going through this process, the advice is to be yourself, to still be that solid person you are, to still be that rock, beautiful, patient, endurant, loyal, beautiful person. But not, but while being it, opening up the space, because Venus and the Empress are also receptive energies. While you're being yourself, you're also allowing space to be receptive, to receive what the universe is bringing you. And if it's bringing you change, again, let it happen, because in the end you'll see how much more Empress qualities you will rise with, how much more aware of your own power you will have in the end of this process. The Zen message is laziness. So there's two options here. Either you are just being again too lazy, too passive, too unaware, too in this moon, not wanting to implement changes, not wanting to go beyond your fears, to have room for this death to happen in a much more uh, less painful way. Or this could just tell you, this could also could tell you with the Empress, this is just telling you enjoy the labors of your work. Let yourself be in this quality of just enjoying what life is bringing you at the moment. Just enjoying the emotional currents working inside of you. Not trying to resist it again, not trying to analyze it, just letting it happen, knowing that it's bringing you some kind of change. Even if you're not aware of the results of this change at this moment, it's bringing you something worth waiting for and worth not resisting. So either if this is telling you to stop being stagnant and start implementing the changes of your life, or start enjoying them, it's about just that feeling of knowing that you have achieved so much up until this moment, that it's not time to stop now. You may take a break, you may enjoy a little bit the fruits of your labor, but it's not time to stop. It's time to acknowledge them and let things happen as they should right now in your own heart, being grounded in your own nature and essence. So, Taurus, I hope you have a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing. It really means a lot to me, and we'll see each other in the next video.